Let's talk about Bobby Burl.
He's been working with me for a number of years. A real expert, of course.
Okay. Oh, can I put the other people, like Remington?
Now there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday. That was just a one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
Yeah, it's a rather permanent one-off, isn't it? Boggy.
Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible!
I'll ask about himself.
The world's premier director. The king of wit and whimsy. You met him? You're a lucky man.
Okay. Let's go at his job.
What's a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering. This area, the history, the atmosphere, it's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy? About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
No idea, I haven't met him yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Oh?
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. He looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
Right, okay. Last night.
Were you working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed I was working. Very hard indeed. Well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest. But yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual. Yes, difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
In the cafe.
Bobby Burl, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective. But there are some odd sounds on the audio track.
Ooh.
Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Is there something I should ask the cameraman?
Alright. Okay. Alright, Vincent Van der Peer told me that Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. When he said he was in the cafe all along. I think. Yes.
Vincent Van der Peer told me that Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burl doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
Okay. Right, we'll head back. I don't think any of my clues are relevant to you. Ooh, film footage.
I don't know if it's any use to you at all. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background.
Okay. Footage recorded last night at the time of the murder, filmed by Vincent Van der Peer in the clearing on the west side of the swamp. Oh, that's all the same, it's just a noise. Whoa! So that's the door. See someone. Gets shot. He screams. That's the curtain. Then he falls out. I don't know. Yep, that makes perfect sense. Right, that's not
suspicious.
I assume that the not suspicious thing is whether they're guilty or not. I don't know about these other ones.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Suspicious.
Okay, Van der Peer filmed by himself.
Suspicious. Not suspicious.
Let's go back to Bobby, shall we?
I heard from Mr. Vanderpeer over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had a walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No, not all the time.
Well, Van der Peer used it, didn't he?
You left it with Vanderpeer, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
You just walked around? You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
Van der Peer said you had a hobby on the side.
Vanderpeer said you had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here. I have my video camera, yes. But I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography.
Yay!
This place is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
It would be.
So, you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? For fun?
Only one photograph. You have to be disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect. Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Yeah, okay.
What? Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
Challenge complete. Okay. Below photograph shows something. There's a line here. So it's a glove. Seems to have long legs. Shows something that looks like Boggy. Oh, we've already done that one. Let's ask about people, shall we?
The famous director, and my friend.
Ah. Right. What about Remington?
You should ask someone else.
Okay. Boggy.
Try showing it to somebody different.
Yourself?
A prolific cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment.
Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows how to use the camera at least.
What do you think all those noises are?
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess.
Don't think there's anything else there. We'll head off then.
This area is kind of empty.
Nothing worth writing down. Oh, the museum.
That museum is quite a nice building.
Well, it would be.
Which makes it look even more out of place in a swamp.
Yes.
Is it being held up on wooden supports? It's bizarre. I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers.
That's what I was thinking about. Yes.
That museum is quite...
Alright.
Which makes... Is it...
Any new bits and bobs? I'm wondering if, possibly, current line of thought, Vincent van der Peer did the filming while he went for a walk and did it. Although that doesn't explain the picture. Surely the picture is of the person who did it.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious.
They're not suspicious. Oh, I can try and go in.
The door's jammed unless I can get these brass handles out of the way. Seems like I can rotate them around.
Okay.
Just until the gap in the middle is clear.
Right, okay. Okay, that goes there. And that stops. That was a mistake. Oh, I meant to actually just click on them. Hey. And they try and rotate back, and then we...
That top hat guy would have so struggled with this one.
There's a guy with a top hat. What?
I'd better take a look at this.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's boggy.
This journal, it's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy. It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
Yes. Journal recorded 60 years ago by the explorer who first visited the swamp. The only record of Boggy existing contains notes and sketches on the appearance of the swamp creature. Boggy is shown with 3 small claws on each arm. Boggy's feet are always hidden in water. Seems to be a page ripped from the back. Okay.
Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this?
Have they been moved?
Something doesn't seem right here. I think I should try arranging these models into pairs. Something seems out of place.
Oh, right, yes, definitely. Hang on. According to historical sketch, the skin would have had a number of spots and patterns similar to a toad or frog. 3 prominent sharp claws, supposedly the primary weapon of the boggy swamp monster. Some early sketches even showed a small plum. I assume these are the ones.
I don't think these gloves are part of the exhibit.
No.
It looks like someone tried to hide them here.
Indeed. Yes. Obviously, things are being faked.
So,
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
you're incorrect, detective. I am no mere tourist.
How did you know I was a detective? Was it my stylish trench coat? My sensitive, inquisitive manner?
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are you talking about?
Ouch.
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. That's it. You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What are you doing?
I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook.
I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook.
Sure, that'll go well for us. Your job.
So, if you're not a tourist, and you don't work here,
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm
In-
here to research the past and uncover the future.
Oh, you're
So-
a nerd.
you're visiting the museum. For fun.
Fun! Oh, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Oh my
Ah,
goodness, you're a
What
weirdo.
kind of secrets? It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology. A fascinating combination of scientific fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the speculation front.
Yeah.
Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
Oh, a suggestion. And you've come to the right person.
Oh
My
dear.
knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
So, you'll help me?
I suppose I could divulge some of my findings with you, if you're in the mood for a little light reading. Let me find it for you. Oh yeah, this'll do. Something for beginners at least.
Yes, thank you. My goodness. Pictures. So there are the claws. There are his... Hang on. I thought he was meant to have claws. Oh, they're two different... Oh, this is the cartoon Boggy. This is the real, inverted commas, real Boggy. It's the same here. Information about Boggy collected by Agent Folder. I'm waiting for Agent Tully to show up at some point. Boggy's swamp became a protected area after reports of hunting in the area. Boggy's appearance has changed from the original sketches, in which he has 3 claws on each arm. The modern character has simple, fin-like arms instead, to make him seem less threatening. Don't want to scare off the tourists. No footprints were recorded in the journal, but some experts believe that information is out there somewhere. So I'm assuming we're going to end up finding that these don't match the actual footprints.
So, Mr. Folder.
Agent Folder.
Yeah, were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going through my files one final time before disappearing into the night.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
They do. I've never been one to worry about other people's schedules. I come and go as I please.
That's
There's
breaking
a
and entering.
key to every lock, Detective.
Oh, so you have the key to the museum?
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law.
Yes.
If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It would.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here at night.
Then what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I need to pick my questions carefully.
Right, the lockpick that we found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. Gasp.
The lockpick I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
I don't... Probably. Let's ask him.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who knows? Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies. Go ahead.
So, what are we showing Folder now?
I assume the lockpick?
Where did I find this again?
Outside the
I
office.
found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
I've just done this.
Apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
You already admitted to owning a lockpick and using it to open locked doors.
You already admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
I'd already found it. You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one, so you say.
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
Okay. Profile. Ask about Remington.
The man was a fool. That's all you need to know.
Why? That's an important question. Van der Peer.
This person is of no interest to me whatsoever.
Okay, well, let's go about Boggy.
Are you asking about the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference anyway?
Everything!
Oh dear, he's also a purist. Bobby!
If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
Okay. Yourself?
Next time, only show me something if it's important. Let's make that a rule.
Okay, so he's not important. He's confessed. The gloves.
The real swamp creature had claws. 3 on each hand, to be precise.
Yes.
Why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead?
Flippers.
Guesswork. Nobody can know what Boggy's feet look like. It's his greatest secret.
Okay. Getting some bits of information hither and there. The journal, which I think... No, he didn't give it to us. It's just what we've read, isn't it?
An important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place.
Okay. Lockpick.
Something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm not so busy, alright?
Well, we already kind of pressed on that issue. Anyway, show him the photo. I'm sure he'll really nerd out about it.
Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on.
Right, okay. Nothing else there, I don't think. Right.
There's a little door in the wall here. I think it leads outside. It's locked, though.
Okay.
Some educational facts about swamps.
They're damp and wet and...
Did you know swamps are gross?
Yes.
Yes? Yes, I did.
Okay, right. Let's have a look at some people. I don't think his has changed, have we? No. Aha!
Not suspicious.
Yes, there's a lot about the real swamp creature, which might help him. It's one of those things where that might mean he's more likely he'd use the costume, but it also means that it might be that it might help. That he might try and... right, he might do it as a costume because he knows about it, but he might also not make a costume because he'd want it to be correct. Have I got anything new for you, sir? His appearance changed with the original records.
Not suspicious? Not suspicious.